Hi, I'm Gerry Ravnell. I'm an imperfect person in an imperfect world, but I have a perfect love for the city of DeSoto. What do I mean by that? Well, in the 90s, I moved here and I loved everything about DeSoto, but very quickly I had to move. When I came back, I wasn't able to relocate here, but an opportunity came into my life and I intentionally looked to come back here, and I moved back in 2019. And I'm so glad I did, because I had the opportunity at that time to begin volunteering and serving on commissions and boards for the city of DeSoto. I would tell you that I'm a really funny guy. I really like to laugh. I like to have a lot of fun. But there's a serious side of me. And when it comes to business, I'm very serious. But I do love to laugh. I love music. And in fact, I've worked in music in my church. And I've done it for years, sacrificing, driving an hour and a half both ways to do that, because I really love working with people. I love giving back to a community. And I just love supporting ministry altogether. The third thing you probably don't know about me is that the way I got to DeSoto the first time in the 90s. When I first moved here, I didn't know about DeSoto, and I was living in the north of Dallas, because I was commuting a lot and I needed to catch a plane to go on my trips, my business trips. And then the corporation, they changed where I was going, my area that I was responsible for. And I met a gentleman that had lived here and said, "Hey man, you really need to check out DeSoto. It's a very nice town." So I drove down one day and I said, "Man, this is really a nice city. I'd like to live here." So luck would have it that my company changed where I was going to be covering. So I went to them and I said, "Hey, how about relocating me down south, because you changed my geography and I'm going to do more driving?" And believe it or not, my company gave me a full relocation package to move to DeSoto. And that's how I first got to DeSoto. The town just had such a great image, and people really wanted to live here. There was a sense of wealth that was here, education, excellence, and various things. So it really felt good living down here. I got to meet a lot of professional people, and I really enjoyed it. But man, the transition was beautiful. The people were very nice, and I really enjoyed myself when I lived here. After my mom died in 2021, I decided not to go back to corporate America, so I had some time on my hands. And I decided, well, now's time let's give back, and let's give back to the community. So I started getting involved. And the more I got involved, and the more city council meetings that I went to, the more planning and zoning commissioner meetings that I went to, I saw that applicants were trying to take advantage of our city with deviations and various things like that. And we needed to be a little more sterner with them. And that's who I was. I like, hold your feet to the fire. This is the way we're supposed to do things. And then as I started going to city council meetings, I just started noticing a change in the way they were working. And it just seemed like the collaboration was not there. There may have been some just different things that were going on, and it just didn't have the right look. There were decisions that were being made, things that were being done that I was wondering, why aren't we questioning those particular things? And I thought perhaps I could bring some value to the council with the way I think, the way I see different things. After about a year or so on the commission, people were coming up to me and saying, "Man, we really would like to see you get on the council." So I started thinking about that, and I was always looking for a way that I could bring value and just really work with people and do things to make things better. Well, at the council, I noticed there was a tone that our citizens were giving. They felt unheard. There were citizens that came with the same thing over and over. And I started beginning to think, and I would say, they're elected to work for the people, to make the best decisions for our city. So it's important to hear, to want to listen, to hear what they're saying, to investigate the things that they're bringing. And I felt like there could be more open communication. We could spend more time listening, building trust with our community, because trust is very important in order for you to move a community forward. People have to understand that you're making decisions that are not in the best interest of yourself, but are making decisions that are in best interest of your community, that are in best interest to move your city forward. So I decided I'd run, and I'm excited about running. And I hope that after the campaign, that I'm able to lead the city of DeSoto as a mayor.